All right, let's get into the black boxes that were delivered in Pennsylvania by the helicopter and the figure skaters and those things. So the helicopter, the copper penny, that is where Trump is taking that away after the Super Bowl, 2 for 2, the 2 cents in, 2 cents out. And the Pennsylvania, he signed the Gulf of America and the signature above and the plane. And then he landed, and that's part of that Kirkland. And Kirkland is tied to your Costco and those gold bars that were sold, and all those types of things. And then the fig is for the figs for the summer is nigh. The booing or the Boeing for the Taylor made, for the Taylor Swift and the Swift currency, and the Taylor ties you to the golf clubs or whatever. And then Trump played at the golf course with Tiger Woods yesterday, and that's the driver for the river, and that river ties to the currencies and the water for the petrodollar going out and the new dollar coming in for the bricks that's been set up, and the seamless steel, the steel structure. We're kind of building a house backwards or a building backwards or whatever, but you can see those steel beams that hold up structures, how they build now. But all these things are being shown spiritually or whatever. We got to put them all together and understand what's going on, because your world is overlapped. And once you understand how you train an animal and all these other things, you show them the tree, blah blah blah. That's what's going on as far as a big picture in your world. But that's where you have this little horn and text us, the TX, and those types of things. So the wrapping, the tailor-made golf clubs, the pings, the live golf course, that sand trap, that's tying in to the wrapping for the black box as the CIA and the Doge and all these things are being opened up, and people are like, oh my gosh, they spent $500 billion on this and that and the other. So this is to blind the people and to just hook, line, and sinker. All right, and they're on that reel, that is real, that is real. All right, so as they're on those things and the new heaven and earth are opening up, the truth is the invisible is being opened up, the truth is being exposed as far as what your government and all these things have been doing or whatever. It hasn't been any secret, and all these people are still flabbergasted or whatever. And you just print money, so the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh, and they forget all these basic structures of their own so-called system, and that's where out of the hardness of their own heart, they whatever, because they are the children of death, and they have to try and control all death and all these other things because they don't understand life, and therefore they don't understand life and what Jesus was giving in these things. Then they have to make all these rules to try and preserve everybody, where you can't do shit till you're 99 or whatever's coming. You can't do anything till you're 25 years old, and then somebody needs to hold your hand after you're 25. Make sure you're doing your job right and all these other things. And y'all love it. You love your bondage. And that's exactly the test. Hey, let's see how much we can make people love being given shitty food, shitty drinks, shitty water, and see how long it takes for them to break down their body and their whole family tree and all these other things. And that's exactly what you see going on. And let's see if we can make people not want to have kids and carry on their anyways, y'all, the parasite, the parasite has been paired up, and there's no sights in view, and it's getting dark in this world on you as a wrapping paper, and you're being taken into Pandora's box as Pandora's box is being opened up, and that wrapping paper is the writing on the wall, and you're riding up that wall, and you're going to get to the top, you're going to get to that offense, you're going to fall off with Humpty, Trumpty, Dumpty, or all the king's men. But either way, you can't be put back together again. The So the score bug, that ties to this dude Gaza and Texas history, and then it also ties to the 422 diamonds or whatever on Brady's watch, and the Brady Rady for that bug. And then the roach. I'm the roach lope. That cockroach, okay? The just a little bug connection there for you. But the that dragonfly, well, it comes out in spring and summer. The tailor-made Boeing, the steel tariffs that are mentioned with the penny, and the pennies being taken away with the Daniel penny, all these things are overlapping, okay? So the Daniel, the vision, Antichrist, the kings, all those things, while the penny is tied to the bread, and the bread's tied to your money, and the buck season, and the target, the Jesus on the cross, the Jesus on the cross, all those things overlapping, okay? So the rapture, tying up, he wraps her, the jacket, the diamond stud, those kinds of things, that disco ball for that party season, and the Bonaparte for the Lamar, and that's also a lamb on there, and the lamb, the AR. But the jacket, the wraps her, and that carries over to the rapture now for the first rapper to do a whole show by himself on the Super Bowl. And then you have the Trump, the dawn of time there, as he played golf with the Tiger, and the Tiger King connects you to the black and whites of this, that, and the other. The black and whites connects you to the negatives, and the photogs, and the tog is the tag for that watch, and the gopher, the photographer, and the gopher, go F her for the boo, tailor-made, and the gopher for the Furbies and the Beastmen and those things as the new currency comes out, and all whatever, that techno plays loud for that replay in the 80s, and the trance music's playing loud for those transformational times, and the people just don't like it because they are going to take a dose of that ecstasy, and they're going to well, that's a whole nother story, folks. We'll just end it here because I got to get to work. Let me double check my notes here, make sure I covered her. Kirkland, Costco, gold, Kendrick, wrapper, CIA, wrapping paper, steel tariffs, Doge, somebody let the dog out, going back in the cage. Take My Home was played. Take My Home, West Virginia, Virgin AI, the Virgin AI birth. Over here, see the West catching fire, dragon coming in for a landing, chopping some punches and stuff in the Washington for a little tie-in for the Seattle, Washington, where the Bruce Lee's buried. That Bruce Lee, that brew, that Hebrew, Trump's coming and he's brewing some shit up, and it's tea time for that. And when it's tea time, that Greenland is there, and you got the woods in hand for the driver, and get on that Putin, that Putin. All right, so the Russian bear cub comes out of winter soon, out of that hibernation, and as it goes out of the cave, you go into the cave and it gets dark, your lights go up. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and one last note, the Signature Bank last March, that was in the news, that's tying into the Pennsylvania and that signature over the Gulf of America, and the signature ties into your Kirkland products. Anyways, here's your sign, folks, and the van ties to your van, the JD vans, and your VW so-called van, and those types of things. But either way, again, have a good day.